After a lazy morning and 2 very interesting days, we're leaving Bishkek. It's not the city with the most things to do, but it's pretty interesting, all things considered. A lot of parks, a lot of statues. So we actually enjoyed it quite a bit, all things considered. And now we're gonna go somewhere else. We're gonna go to Bokonbayevo by Issyk Kul lake. And we're gonna be taking that wonderful thing over there, which is a marshrutka. And we managed to get that because the lady over here, say something, lady, hey, negotiated the price in Russian, accidentally, but she did.
She doesn't know what she says.
So, хорошо.
I decided to use the toilet here on the bus station. So the way it works, you pay at the entrance and you get your paper allowance, and then this is it. And I guess that's enough to be here. Let's do it. And that was a hand soap attached to the sink with short like line. I have not seen it for a very long time. We had this thing in Poland I don't even know when it was, before 1989 for sure. Like everything in like bars and restaurants will be attached to the table like that, but to see a hand soap attached to the sink, I did not see that before. I did not. That's interesting.
Marshrutka is a kind of bus usually used to move around for shorter distances in the former Soviet republics. It seats around 14 people, it's usually pretty inexpensive, but also rather slow.
We are driving off.
It doesn't have a timetable and only starts when all the seats are full, which, let's be honest, only makes it slower. But this time, we needed to wait around 1 hour only for the trip to begin, but then it was a proper party on board.
So, guess what? This is Kazakhstan. Shall we buy a back? Should this be country number 10?
Say hello to Bora.
According to Google Maps, we crossed the border. Google Maps knows everything, right?
And as we arrived to our destination, it was not only cold, but also completely dark. And long story short, we found ourselves stranded in the middle of a small Kyrgyz village without the place to sleep. Gonna tell you more about that story at the end of the video, but now let's skip forward to the good part of traveling to rural Kyrgyzstan in winter.
A yurt camp. We are staying in a yurt by the Issyk Kul lake, and it's snowing. How crazy is that? And these are the yurts. This is our yurt. Gonna show it to you inside soon. This is just amazing. The view, there are mountains, there is the big lake, and all of that with snow. It's just beautiful. And so, this is our yurt where we sleep. It's a little bit modern. It's not like completely classic yurt. It's hard to get in. For a very simple reason. It has a heater inside there, which is a very nice thing in winter. And the fact that this is not traditional, heaters are only in yurts that are right now hotels, is the reason why nomads don't really stay in yurts in winter. Anyway, this is the yurt. Everything very traditional and handmade. This traditionally, and right here as well, it's made out of this kind of grass that grows on the steppe. Well, we have insulation, which normally in the yurt is not a thing. And this is called felt. It's a traditional kind of art here in Kyrgyzstan. Well, and this is just, you know, a heater. That's it, and that's, well, pretty amazing. Walking the streets here in the villages in Kyrgyzstan, you might not see a single person for the whole day, literally. It's like we wouldn't see a single person, but you can see many donkeys and cows and horses that I'm not really sure that if they are wild or not, but there are a lot of them. So yeah, we have a lot of animal friends here. You can see how they have a much thicker fur than the ones in the Sing Island.
They're thicker themselves.
Yeah, but you know, just that it's cold, so they need to grow fur. In the Sing Island, that's really what's needed.
Kyrgyz are nomadic people, and that means throughout the warmer part of the year they tend to move around with their flocks of sheep and sleep in these traditional yurts. In winter, Kyrgyz go down to towns and villages and sleep in their houses. Traditional yurts are not heated, so it's not a good idea to sleep in them in freezing temperatures, but there are a few camps made for tourists that have upgraded their yurts with heating system. As we are literally the only tourists in the area, we enjoyed this yurt as if it was really stranded in the fields, and on top of that, just look at this view. Beautiful and rough. Raw. Just like Kyrgyz people, who may seem rough at first, but are lovely and hospitable once you get to talk to them. Provided that you speak Kyrgyz or Russian, that is, as English is not really commonly spoken here. With our few Russian words on hand, we met the most incredible people who helped us in a really tricky situation and then even made effort to show us around, presenting us to real meaning of Kyrgyz hospitality and human goodness.
So we not only slept at their house, but now we are at their farm, looking at their horses and doggies. So cool. And this is apparently the biggest horse farm in Central Asia. How cool is that?
А у нас 10-15 километров.
Oh,
У нас
yeah.
не марафон, не спринт, средний. Ну, сложно. У нас готовить трудно, готовить. Дистанция очень сложная. Они много корма не требуют, холод не боятся. болезни мало.
Молодцы.
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 1 месяц.
1 месяц. You see the white one, the small one that's jumping. Они очень красиво. О,
Бонус.
здравствуйте, бонус. Здравствуйте, бонус.
Это мать видели там, Кабула, чемпион?
Да, Кабула мать.
От него. Младший брат барона по матери.
По матери.
По матери младший брат. Отец другой.
Ale piękne konie. А,
Мать, там
Очень красиво.
первую видели там
да,
Башекова?
да, мать видели.
Мать.
Да.
Да. А вторая там его бабушка.
Бабушка?
Там двое стояли.
Да,
Вот это много чемпионов дала.
да.
Она бабушка. А вот первую видели Башека была.
А,
Она мать.
окей. Очень красиво. Очень красиво.
4 года.
4 года.
В этом году пойдет жеребцом. Первый раз пойдет.
Look at the one in front.
Now, remember I mentioned we were stranded in a small Kyrgyz village at night in the freezing cold? Let's go back to that story for a while.
So we had an issue today. We booked a hostel in Bokonbayevo. Bokonbayevo. We got here with Marshrutka and it occurred that the hostel doesn't exist.
Well, maybe it exists. It's just definitely not where it's supposed to be.
So the address didn't work. So what we did, we asked a random stranger on the street about the hostel. And the stranger not only took us to the address to check with us if it exists and helped us with that, he also took us to a different hotel that also happened to be closed, and to a third hotel that also happened to be closed. And after that, he invited us home.
So hello from his house.
We are staying at his house. We just had a lovely dinner. His wife gave us food, and we just had some samogon.
Yeah, you're gonna have to translate that one for the lesser known.
Well, homemade vodka.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of it. And we're going to sleep here. And what's more, he offered to show us around tomorrow and take us to the place where we're going to sleep tomorrow.
And museum.
And
And horses.
And all of that's just because we asked him for help finding our hostel on the street. Like, we didn't ask for any of that. People are amazing.
People are amazing.
Good night.